willing to work, willing to learn, willing to get better, and I'm really proud and excited to see what he could do.
How dynamic is the Miami offense this year from what you've seen with the one real game to go off of?
Yeah, they got team speed, like I said, Tyreek, Jaylinn, and H-Chain. So they are all over the field. They use them in a variety of ways. We got to be honed into our details.
How much do you look forward to that challenge?
Every week is a challenge. This is the NFL. You're going up against elite athletes every week. A chance to showcase your abilities and establish who you are and who you want to be. And we're just going to stick to playing to our identity.
Garrett Bradbury was saying he's going to take a few trips to the sauna between now and then just to get ready for the humidity.
Yeah, that's something I do on a regular basis. So, yeah, I continue to prepare the way I prepare and put it all out in the field on Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to get ready for the next one.
How anxious are you to kind of shake that taste of the first one? I know you said you really didn't get a chance to really kind of savor that moment given the result.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to win. The only thing that really matters is winning. So,
is there anything that surprised you about your first NFL game?
Not really. I mean, good players everywhere. We got good players. I see them every day. So, no.
What have you seen out of Drake just in terms of bounce back and the whole leadership factor with Coach saying, this is the week we kind of find out what kind of team you guys got?
Yeah, he's been doing great. I'm just excited for this week.
To play in some weather you're used to for a change.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It'll be nice. Get out the cold.
What is the secret for all these Northerners about to go down there dealing with the Miami Heat?
The secret is something. You're either used to it or you aren't. But,
well, what did the Raiders do well? I mean, at stopping the screen game?
Oh, sorry, honey.
What did the Raiders do well at attacking you guys' screen game?
I know, man. We're kind of off the Raiders. All focus is on Miami at this point.
What's the assessment of Miami's defensive front?
We had a bunch of great players, good team, playmakers all over the field on offense and defense. We just got to go out there and execute what we have to do.
How much have your veterans helped in terms of moving from week 1 into week 2?
Yeah, they've just helped me tremendously since not just that, but just being here. These two guys right here, Morgan, a bunch of guys in the O-line room, just all over, have been really good to not only me, but all the rookies in here. So super fortunate to have them.
How would you describe the chemistry on the offensive line so far?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously we have my bad. We have 4 new dudes here that are starting. Big Mike's the only one that had played here before. So, each day that relationship and bond is growing on and off the field. Started in OTAs. But yeah, this came a long way and it's going to keep progressing.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. What does that look like?
I think it's just everybody focusing on their job, each person, not trying to press and do something out of your comfort zone, but just focusing on what your role is in that aspect. I mean, that's what offensive football is. We need all 11 guys doing their job at a high level to have successful plays, and we just got to keep doing that play after play.
How have you seen this team or in this locker room refresh what they need to for week 1 and just build for week 2?
Yeah, I mean, time always heals a little bit, so a few days behind us. But, I think we have our eyes forward. We're ready to go for Miami this weekend. That's what this league is. You got to move on fast no matter you win, no matter you lose.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good group, real good group. Obviously, everybody knows that. We just got to prepare for it. Like, going out to practice in a couple minutes, about to get it in and go over what we need to go over and be ready for that Sunday. Be ready for Sunday. So, yeah.
How are you approaching just the preparation without Coach Williams out there?
The same way. The same way. Everybody's approaching it the same way. We're doing it for him. Whatever's going on with him, prayers is always with him. And we approaching it the same way.
How much is he kind of just in the back of your guys' minds there as you're going about this week?
Thinking about it. We thinking about it, man. He's in all the team's prayers, man. And we doing it for him, so yeah.
Jaylinn, how do you combat that speed that they have on the outside with Tyreek and Jaylinn, and actually pretty much their entire fleet of wide receivers can all fly?
Yeah, I know. They're all fast. They can fly. They do what they do. We prepare like we prepare. We be ready. So, yeah.
You change cleats for guys like that?
No, wear the same cleats. We good.
All right.
Some more questions?
Think we got it, man.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Appreciate
y'all.
So AFC East guy, man. I mean, just what is it about Miami, the Miami Magic, that's kind of just always giving teams fits down there? That heat.
I don't know. That seems to be the question today. I didn't really ever feel those things. I like the heat. I live down there, so I don't know. But I guess people talk about it. Yeah.
How anxious is this team just to get back after it after week one?
I don't think anxious is the word. I think it's another week of preparation. The same way, at least for me, after a win, I'm going to feel the same after a loss. Just clear it after Monday and let's get back to work on the new opponent. And I think that's the consensus around the locker room, but for sure for me.
What is, I was just this being your first year in this locker room, and just what is your impression of how everybody is kind of just taking this next step?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's hungry to work every day and have an opportunity to go out on the field and in the meeting room and execute and be at the top of their game so that we have a shot on Sundays to get a win.
What are the takeaways from Miami just on the tape, checking the tape?
They play hard. I think what can be can lull you to sleep is a game like they had last week where they didn't play their best game and all of a sudden you think, oh, well, every game is going to be like that. It doesn't much happen in the National Football League. So we're preparing for them like they're the best opponent because they're our next opponent, and that's what we'll do every week.
Also, we were talking about how important cohesiveness is for this offense. What does that look like to you?
I think it's communicating all on the same page, executing at a high level repeatedly. I think those things are really important, and they only happen if you practice at a high level. If you're jogging around in practice, things don't hit at the timing that you think. The body will catch on to things pretty quickly. So hitting things full speed like it's a game, treat it just like a game is the most important.
You played in this offense for a couple of years.
Yep.
What's the keys to it?
Execution in detail. Making sure you're detailed in assignments, alignments, depth, spacing, O-line, protecting inside out, those types of things. It may seem monotonous, but those are the things that help you win games.
Do you have a favorite thing about playing for Coach McDaniels?
He gives everybody opportunity. I think that's one thing I've loved when we play together in Vegas. So many guys can touch the ball. So many guys can have an impact on the game. He's great at being able to design things so everybody gets an opportunity to show what they can do.
How much did this group kind of take to heart what Coach Vrabel was saying on Sunday, that this is kind of now the true test of how you find out what kind of team you guys have?
Yeah, I think every week is a test to figure out who you are. Some teams will say, well, we're just going to be this, and I'll book my trip for the end of the year because we're not going to make it. Or you say, hey, this is a challenge, and yeah, we lost the game, but we have another opportunity. It's obviously a little different on week 17 if you don't have another opportunity, or in the playoffs and you don't have another opportunity, but we get another opportunity, so take advantage.
What do you think the response is when it comes to holding everyone accountable right now going into week 2?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest jumps teams make is when the players start holding each other accountable. This is a player's game, no matter how you want to construe it. There's only players inside the lines, and if players aren't going to hold each other accountable, then nobody will. Because it just comes from a different spot when you're a player that's injured, that's on the sideline, or a coach, or whatever it may be. If you're not in the lines, you're not holding guys accountable, it's tough. So that's what it's good to see is like, hey, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that. And nobody takes it as a shot. It's like, oh, he wants me to be better because he put in a lot of work, and I trust him to say, hey, Mack, you're not hitting this at this level, or you're not doing this. You need to change it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.